Pew, pew, pew. Yeah. Destructible asteroids, guys. Now, there are big problems with this over here, so we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about, why we are doing the update and so forth. How you guys doing? Welcome. And the first thing first, I didn't actually wanna, make this update because there is actually not much happening. We didn't come as far as we did last time when we were programming JavaScript. So our game from last time, let me show you up here. From last time, like over here, you see we got asteroids, we got our enemy ships, we got planets, stuff like that. We got focus, we can shoot and stuff like that. We can do a lot of stuff. So we are not at this place just right now when it comes to Godot. Where is it? When it comes to Godot, but we are pretty close. We are pretty close, and it's only minor stuff that needs to be added. I don't see that as a big problem or anything like that. But the reason we are actually making the video is because of the destructible asteroids. Destructible asteroids. Now, I actually want always to have a destructible asteroids, so I made it, and right now I'm not really happy with it, and there are a couple of problems up here, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. But basically the reason I'm making the video is that I want to make an update, so there is some kind of progression line on the videos, and also it's gonna be nice to watch back in time and see that I actually made the destructible asteroids, but I did not actually enjoy it that much. Now, the problem with destructible asteroids up here is that it does not look nice. It doesn't look nice. I mean, you get these very hard shapes on the sides. You get these bubbles and stuff like that. Now there is a way you can actually change that. You can make some kind of round feature, but it will always look ugly. It will always look ugly, and that's just the way it is. It just looks when you fly around and you look something like this on the screen, it just doesn't look appealing to me at all. It looks like work in progress. So it also got these shapes up here. Now this can of course be changed. This can of course be changed if you go to the impact and just change the size of the impact up here somewhere. Where was it? Change some size of the impact. This can of course be changed, and you can have bigger destructions, which is nice. And then this one a little bit up here, which there are definitely still bugs, and I'm going to show you a couple of more bugs with game, but yeah, it looks better, but it still doesn't look very appealing. So I've been thinking, like, how am I going to make this look very appealing to be playable, and I'm a little bit unsure about that. But I know I do not want to keep this. I don't want to keep this. It just doesn't look like. It's real hard to put a finger on it, but it doesn't look nice. It doesn't feel nice. It doesn't look nice. And if you look like how we did it before when we were programming JavaScript up here, it kind of looked, even this over here kind of looked more playable. It looked better, and even though asteroids don't get destroyed, this was very enjoyable to do. That's the thing about the games. It needs to be enjoyable to do. You hit it, you get these these stuffs around, and then you destroy the asteroid. It's very enjoyable. So it doesn't look good. It's not that artistic. It would be nice if everybody thinks it would be nice if you get some kind of craters on it and destroy it and stuff like that. But it's still a game. It's still a game, and it needs to be a little bit more enjoyable. Doing something like this. So I think I'm gonna make something similar over here. I won't be regenerating asteroids all over the place. And over here we got up here. So let's re-update that up here. Let's go to the next one up here. This kind of looks enjoyable, and I like this a lot better than what we have right now. So if you go back to our game, this over here, it's not that enjoyable. I don't know why, but it's just destroying the asteroids like this. Asteroids always seem to be kind of broken, ugly. It's not it's hard to describe. So basically, we're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have that. We're not gonna have asteroids that are being, you know, destroyed. But I want to make a video to say that, you know, it's just not enjoyable. It's just not enjoyable. Besides that, we haven't actually come very far in the programming of the game, but I do love the Godot, you know, game engine, and it's very easy to use. It's very nice, and you know, there is a, you know, learning curve to understand how the nodes and the system and signals and everything works, fits together. You know, how to, you know, transfer variables between the nodes and so forth. But it's very easy to use. I'm really, you know, in love with this. I'm as much as in love with Godot as the first time I started, you know, programming JavaScript, because, you know, I don't know, scripting languages are easy, straightforward, you know, simple code. I like that. There is also a lot of resources for Godot, so, you know, I'm really enjoying the game so far. So everything we have so far right now is, you know, just a ship, you know, that can, you know, fly around. Let's just, you know, we got a ship that can fly around, and the mechanics on the ship are, you know, they need to be a little bit tweaking, because it's not as enjoyable to play as it was in the JavaScript, because this is right now a rigid body ship. And I don't know if you know the difference between the rigid body and a kinetic ship, but, you know, this works on the physics engine. So you can only push it, you know, one side and other side, and it will go into that direction. So there needs to be some kind of element of, what are you gonna say? There needs to be some kind of auto stabilizer in the ship, because it kind of just, you know, rotates in the space, which is actually quite nice, because you can add mechanic if your ship gets damaged and you lose, you know, stabilizers or something like that. Then, you know, you have a harder time to, you know, run your ship. But you know, if everything, like over here, you can see here, if there is no dampening and stuff like that, it's really hard to you know, to move the ship around if you don't have good controls of the ship, right? So, you know, there could be stabilizers on the ship that actually can, you know, stabilize the ship and make the run, you know, better. Up here, let's see, trust a little bit less on the speed. Now a little bit more trust. And then, you know, how fast it goes to one side and other side. This is too much up here right now. Let's go up there. There we go. Yeah, the ship mechanics needs to be a little bit tweaked. The other thing that we have, we can add, you know, the gun turret, missile turret, energy turret on the ship. This is the gun turret. Gun turret, you know, follows the cursor, so you can shoot wherever you want to shoot. The missile will be static, but will follow the focus target, and then you got an energy turret up here as well, down here on the ship. So they follow the ship. Everything looks nice and dandy, you know. So far so good. We don't have any kind of sprites right now on stuff. I'm trying to just focus to make this, you know, these core mechanics working. And there's that. As you see, there is of course problems with the code so far as well. If you go and shoot all the way through, you lose the half of the asteroid. We should actually be just cut in two, but, you know, I don't think I wanna, you know, fix the problems and, you know, make this work, because I really don't enjoy it. You know, people always think, you know, oh, this will be so cool, you know, to make, and there is of course other, you know, bugs that needs to be fixed. You know, this is you know, work in progress. But the problem is, a lot of people think that something cool will be very enjoyable, and it's not. You know, this looks very cool. People think, oh, destroying asteroids, you know, little by little, that be very, but it's not very enjoyable. I don't know why. It doesn't feel good. It feels ugly. It feels, I mean, sure, it's nice to, you know, destroy asteroids, stuff like that, but especially when you get this kind of stuff up here, you know, small asteroids, you know, there could be, you know, code, you know, just remove, you know, rest of the asteroid, and when it's, you know, when the bugs are fixed, you know, it will look nicer, but it's just not enjoyable. This over here, let me just restart it. This over here is a lot more enjoyable. I don't know why, but this, you know, when I start making JavaScript code up here, this was so, you know, you kind of like it, you know. You know, and just, you know, the spears, and it can pick up the, you know, loot, whatever, right, and stuff like that. I mean, this can be fixed. So we need to get back to this point. We need to get back to that point, and we need to, you know, make Asteroids, you know, do something. So what I think I'm gonna do for the next time and next update is I'm gonna make Asteroids, you know, shrink in size just like last time when you shoot them, until they, like, you know, kind of explode at the end. And while they're shrinking in size, they'll be, you know, casting out some kind of particles, some kind of, you know, materials, and then at the end, you know, when it's small enough, it just like explodes or something like that. I think that would be nice. I think that that's gonna be enjoyable thing to do. I also been looking a lot of other, you know, videos and how they are, you know, how they are destroying the asteroids. I actually found a guy that did exactly the same thing, you know, making destruction of the asteroids. And you know, he made it work, and you know, it does look nice, because you know, the point is not actually to destroy the asteroids. The point is, you know, to have some kind of, you know, environment being damaged and stuff like that, which actually works quite nice with his game. But this is asteroids, and they need to be destroyed. You need to get some kind of loot out of them, right? So I don't know. I just want to make a video and tell you that this is not gonna happen. It's not as enjoyable as, you know, idea. So there is that, but we got an update on at least what's happening so far, so there's that. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. Come back for the next update. I'm gonna keep you updated, and once we get to the point where we left off from the JavaScript. And guys, Godot is very, very nice to use. I really enjoy this. You know, you got you got very nice structure with these nodes up here. You know, you got a frigate, and the frigate also extends some ship ups here. You got a sprites, you got a player camera mounted on the frigate. You know, it's very nicely organized, and I don't know, it's very good. I enjoy it very much, and I'm definitely gonna continue, you know, building up on the game. Where is it? Let's make a hole. Bam! Destroyed. There we go. Thanks for watching, guys. See you around. Bye bye.